Hello, everybody. Corey here. We're going to go over the trades and holdings for the YieldMax single stock ETFs and YBET. Today is June 11th. Just a reminder, I'm not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor. I just gather the data and present it to you to help you in your journey. YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky, so please make sure you understand these before investing in them. All right, so we are going to jump straight into the holdings. We will address any added or new stocks here. We only have one that actually had some closed out transactions, and that's for OARC, so we'll have to swap over to the trades tab for that one. But so here we have AIYY. You can see they added 550 contracts to the synthetic and created a new short call with a 33.50 strike price. We also have a short call with a 32 strike price, so we're underneath those 2 and 7% there. And as you can see over on the right, we have about a 27-cent possible increase for the short calls. It looks like today AIYY went up 4 cents while AI went down 5 cents for some reason. All right, so we have AMDY here. We have no trades. This one actually went down $1 something a day, and AMD only went down 8 cents. Interesting. I haven't really, like I said, I haven't looked at these. I haven't done the daily roundup either, so I haven't seen all the prices and what's going on yet. But anyway, we have the short calls here for this one, 72.50 and 175, or 172.50 in case I didn't say that one, and 175. We are below those 8 and 9%. We're looking at about I don't know, maybe 60 or so cent upside here for the short calls. And then we have AMZ here. They added 330 contracts to the synthetic and created a new short call with the other 330 contracts at a 187.50 strike price. We are currently under that strike price, 27 cents. So we look over here for upside. We're looking at about 31 cent upside or 30 cent upside here for the short calls for AMZ. Aptly here, no trades. We have this one, if y'all weren't paying attention or noticed today or whatever, but Apple was not the dead one today. It actually was moving up, so it looks like it went up, about $14 today. But anyway, that was short call. Yep, that expires Friday with a 202.50 strike price, and we are over that by almost $5 or 2%. So no upside here for the short calls, but possibly for the synthetics. You can see the stock did end up going up 71 cents today, even though Apple went up $14 and something. So we go to Coney here. We have one short call that expires Friday, 280 strike price. Bitcoin stuff did go down today, so this went down $5 and something. But we're currently 13% under the strike price, so we're looking upside of about possible 279 for those short calls. Dizzo here, they added 45 contracts to the synthetic and created a new short call with a strike price of 103. So Disney went down a couple of dollars today. I did not realize that. Anyway, so we have the two short calls, 103, 104. We're underneath those 2 and 3%. So we're looking at about a 50 cent upside here for the short calls. And then we have Phoebe, no trades. We have a short call that expires Friday. Unless I say otherwise, they're all going to expire Friday, or you'll see in column I a different date or a different color than red. Red means it expires this week. But we have the short call of 512.50. We're underneath that 1% currently. We only have about 19 cent upside left for Phoebe here. GDXY, no trades. We have 3 short calls, 35, 35.50, 36.50. We are below those 4, 5, and 8%. We have about a 56 cent upside here for the short calls. And then we have GUI. no trades, 3 short calls, 177.50, 180, 182.50. So we are under all 3 of those, though less than $1 on the first one. We're looking at upside of about 16 or so cents here for GUI for the short calls. Then we have JPMO. They added 55 contracts to the synthetic and created a new short call with a strike price of 197.50. I don't know what happened, but JPM was down about $5 today, or actually more than $5. But anyway, they're below those strike prices 2, 3, and 4% there. A possible upside of like 65-70 cents here for the short calls. Then we have Murney that added 35 contracts to the synthetic and to the short call 152.50. We're under, well, we also have another strike price here that's 157.50. So we're under both of those 3 and 6%. Looks like we have about $1 upside here for Murney. MSFO, we have no trades. We have 2 short calls that expire Friday, 427.50 and 432.50. Well, we're over both of those because we're at 432.68. So yeah, we're over those. No upside, obviously, for the short calls themselves. I apologize for the cat. All right, so Misty has, they added 40 contracts to the synthetic and created a new short call here with a strike price of 1605. So we have that one. We have a 1715, 1800, 1820, 1850. We are underneath those 3, 9, 14, 15, and 16%. The majority of the contracts are at the 1800 strike price. So we're looking about 3 or so cents, $3 or so and upside here. If we could go up to the get to that close to that 1800 strike price for the short calls, of course. And then we have Nefli that added 20 contracts to the synthetic and created a new short call with a strike price of 657.50, which are currently only below that 1%, and the 650 were under that $1.45. Oh, sorry. So yeah, we only have about a 4-cent upside here for the short calls for Tesla. It looks like today we did end up going up 8 cents. All right, then we have NVIDIA here. No trades. We have a short call, 2 short calls that expire Friday, 125, 126. We're underneath those 3 and 4%. It looks like we have about an 89-cent upside here. Oh, this is the one, and I guess they did not fix the synthetic with the penny. I was trying to figure out why that was positive, and yeah, so I don't know, they still haven't fixed that. But anyway, all right, so let's move on to OARC. So OARC, okay, we can see it here because I guess some people closed out of this one. So they had to close out 400 shares. So we can see here the short call, $46 strike price. We're underneath that 4%. We have about 43-cent upside here for OARC. Then we have PayPay, 190 contracts added to the synthetic and a new short call created with a $66 strike price, which were under 2%. And then we have a short call with a $69 strike price, which were under 6%. So PayPal did go down. I assume it's in connection with Apple saying they weren't going to be able to, people aren't going to be able to connect their PayPal to their stuff anymore, I guess to try to force people to use Apple Cash. I'm not sure. I did hear about the story in my ear with the podcast stuff, but I didn't actually look this up. But I know Apple has stuff coming out all week. So this might have affected SNOY also, I'm not sure, or Block. And then we go down to SNOY. So I did not look. No, there weren't any trades. I was going to say, I didn't look to see if there were any trades. But there's not, the outstanding shares haven't changed down here. So I'd assume not. You can see, though, that they have the treasuries and stuff they're on now. But back to the trades. All of a sudden today, their intraday trades thing isn't working for SNOY. So I don't know what happened. The link itself's not working. I even went to the website and I clicked on the intraday thing, and it doesn't show the real link that goes to it. So I tried it a couple of different ways. I did think about reaching out to Jay, but I did not, because I'm sure there's somebody else that needs to be working on that anyway. So I sent a message through the contact us on the YieldMax website. The last time I sent a message requesting them to change the order. I know it's weird, but I asked them to change the order of the distributions on the website, because like their old ones, they were all like most recent on the top and the oldest on the bottom, but then the new ones that had been coming out since like October or whatever, they were doing it the opposite. I was trying to do a formula, but I couldn't because they were different. This is back when we did the different spreadsheet for the weekly videos. But anyway, they did it pretty promptly, so I'm assuming, somebody will get this fixed. If not, then I will reach out to somebody. I could possibly even reach out on Twitter. They're pretty quick on that one too. But yeah, so it's not. So we don't have trades shown there now. Let me look on my computer real quick, and we'll just double check, right? I'll look. I was gonna do that and I didn't. Yeah, so it's the same number of contracts yesterday, so there were no trades here. It looks like we closed at 2020 here. Of course, snow ended up going up today with the market when it was trying to go up. I don't know that I heard any news on it. I hear you. Oh, and I bet those formulas, because obviously those are not supposed to be 51%. Oh, this was the day before when we didn't. No? What tab we're on? We're on today's tab. Okay. So that tells me something is wrong with the formulas, which I thought I fixed it yesterday. I think I had copied, I don't know, the wrong formula or something, which doesn't make any. Oh, I see. Yeah, it is. I copied square thing and I did not change. I thought I did yesterday, but I might have changed it on the dated tab and not my main tab. So I should be able to fix that right now. There we go. Just ignore the stupid line that just copied for some reason. But anyway, there we go. So we have the two short calls there with 131 and a 132 strike price. We're underneath those 2 and 3%. So now I have to look at that other one because I know that upside is not correct, which doesn't make sense because I just copied this from one of the other ones that was working just fine. Let me just recopy data over. Maybe I had to update that other first. Yeah, there we go. The other data had just, what just happened? That I copied and pasted over there was used by this. So 95. So we're looking about a 20-cent upside here for the short calls. Sorry for those changes there as we add these on there. And then we have SQUE here. They added 180 contracts to the synthetic and the short calls. We have two short calls, $66 and $70 strike price. We're underneath those 3 and 8%. Looks like a possible upside of 52 cents here for the short calls. Tesla here, we have 2 short calls that expire on Friday, 182.50 and 185. Tesla, I don't know. Something was said or tweeted. I don't know. But Tesla, I know, got down to 168 today at one point. Not sure how low it got. And I don't know if it had to do with the whole Apple thing. And, Apple's going to do something with Chat GBT. And Musk was saying, well, if they do that, then we're going to ban, iPhones from our facilities, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So I don't know if that had anything to do with this, just him opening his mouth, or if it was something else. I feel like there was something else possibly overseas, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, we have the 2 short calls that 182.50 and 185 are underneath those 6 and 8%. I don't know, maybe 80 or something cent increase here for these. All right, so we're almost done. Zomo, they added 80 contracts to the synthetic and 80 to the, they created a new short call for the 80 for the short call. 113 strike price, we're underneath that 1%, or what is that, 83 cents? And then we have the 115, we're under 2%. So we're looking for with the upside of about 40 or so cents here. And then we have Crash, that added 50 contracts to the synthetic. That shouldn't say new there for the long. That should just say added. Now we do have a new short put. So we have 2 now. We have the 157.50 and 170. I'm sure we've had more than one in here before. I just don't really remember it. But let me move over. So yeah, we don't have the possible upside formula on this one. All right. Then we have YBit down here. 390 contracts added to the synthetic, and 390 contracts. Created a short call there for 390 contracts at a 25.50 strike price, which were only under 7 cents. So and today's the 11th, so this synthetic expires here soon as well, and we're underneath that 29%. You see how it affects the share price. Bring the share price on $7.51 there. And that's it. Whew, I didn't think I was going to make it. I may not be doing the daily roundup tonight. I don't know that I could stay awake for it. But I think that's the last video that I am missing for the day. Anyway, I'll let y'all go, and hopefully y'all have a great day tomorrow. Bye.